Hey everybody, I am taking over Lisa's Facebook feed again. Hopefully this works. I just started and it kicked me out, but hopefully it works. So today I thought I would make Crockpot Oatmeal. We do this every week. We make a crock pot full of this and then we eat it all week long. And Thrive makes it really easy. There's a couple of different cereals I use. One is this week I'm going to use this steel cut oats. It's the instant, which I actually like the non-instant better for doing in a crock pot than the instant. I cook for about an hour and a half, and the non-instant, the regular, I do for about 3 hours. And I think the regular turns out better, but the store just happened to have these last time. The other one I use is the Thrive 9-grain cracked cereal. I do this, I kind of alternate one each week, do one, then switch to the other so I don't get tired of it. They're both great. This week I'm going to do the steel cut oats. So the first thing I do, I have this kind of small crock pot that I use just for doing the oatmeal, but you can use any size, is I spray the inside so that it doesn't stick. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to put 5 cups of water. Then I'm going to put 1.5 cups of the oats. And this is pretty much following the recipe, but I just do a little extra water because I'm going to have some freeze-dried foods in there that are going to soak up some of the water, and because I want it to cook longer and slower, it's just add a little bit extra water. I think I added about an extra 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup. So I'm pour that in. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some freeze-dried ingredients. I'm going to put Fuji apples, and our Fuji apples are pretty big. So what I do is, this is the closest thing you ever have to do to chopping with Thrive, is I put them in a Ziploc. I'm going to want about a cup, oh, I'm dropping them all over the place. Want about a cup of Fuji apples. So I just put them in a Ziploc. Take a wooden spoon to them and just break them up into the size that I want. Do that until they're all broken up to whatever size you want. The great thing, I was really surprised when I cooked these in the crock pot, is they end up being kind of crunchy, and they're cooked, but they're kind of crunchy. They turn out really good in the crock pot. So there's the Fuji apples. I'm also going to put some blueberries. About probably 1/2 to 3/4 cup of blueberries. And I usually just eyeball stuff. I don't really measure. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of butter. You don't have to do this, but I think it tastes really good. This is honey crystals, Thrive honey crystals. You can use this, you can use sugar, brown sugar, you can use regular honey, but this is really convenient. So I do a couple of tablespoons of that. And then, you know, when we actually serve it up, Lisa likes a little more sugar, so she adds a little bit more. I don't, but that's just to kind of give it a sweet base. Next thing I'm going to do is some cinnamon. So I'm going to do about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. There we go. And a little bit of vanilla, about 1 teaspoon of vanilla. To give it some good flavor. And the other thing I like to put in it is sliced almonds. So I just pick up one of these bags of sliced almonds at the grocery store every couple weeks, and I'll put about maybe a 1/4 to 1/2 cup of almonds in there, and that's it. Then you just set it and forget it. So what I do, I cook it on low. Like I said, with these instant oats, I'll do it for about an hour and a half on low. You kind of know when it's done because it will have soaked up all the water. Doesn't really do any good to stir it right now because all the stuff is floating and the oats are at the bottom. But about an hour into it, I'll stir it, and then at the end, I'll stir it one more time. And that's really all you have to do. So I'm gonna set my timer. Hey Siri, set a timer for 90 minutes. So that'll tell me when it's done. And then the way we serve it is we just, after it's done, we'll turn it off, let it cool for a couple of hours, put it in the refrigerator. Then each morning you just scoop it out, microwave it for a minute, I add a little bit of almond milk or regular milk to it, and I like to add a little protein powder, mix that up, and it's wonderful. Hope you enjoyed it. For more of these videos, join our Facebook group, which is Thrive to the Rescue. I'll put a link in this post so you can click that to join. Have a great Saturday.